I feel like I'm having war flashbacks by even talking about this product. Hello, my name is Grace and welcome to my space. Let's just I'm hopping right in. So today we're gonna talk my worst skincare mistakes of this year, aka products that I will never be getting my money back for. I saw no benefit. In fact, I saw the opposite of benefit. Did they make my skin worse? Possibly, who knows? Probably not, but I'm gonna blame it on them because I have no one else to blame it for. And I hate these products. A few products I might just list them by name because I don't have them on me because I hated them so much. It was a quick got rid of. You'll notice the one main theme about all these products though, they are empty. Because I finish my products. Whether I hate it or not, I finish them. Whether it even means putting them on my toenails, I will finish a product, okay? I finish a product. So all these are empty. That is not an indication of how I feel about them. In fact, some of them I abhor. So let's just hop right in. I'm gonna go from most tolerable to least tolerable. Starting on the level of most tolerable, you might recognize this if you watch my videos. Recently, I just talked about this. This is the turmeric serum from 4th Ray Beauty. I'm still bitter that I can't get my money back on this. I'm so actively bitter that I cannot get my money back on this product that it just leaves me with shivers at night. It was just so useless. It didn't do anything bad. It didn't do anything good. It didn't do anything. It did nothing. It was like a glorified cream. The texture was nice. Was that texture worth money that I had to clock in to earn? No. And it's really upsetting. It's really upsetting that I won't be able to get that back. The thing about my skincare purchasing process is I try to be so meticulous because I try so many random products and anything I try is coming out of the 𝒉𝒐𝒉𝒏 bank account. So I have to be very meticulous. I don't just be trying anything. So for the most part, I really do avoid getting really crap products. I really do. I do so much research. I be in the comments. I try. But sometimes I miss the mark. And creeping on along with the missing the mark, girl. Can make Mermaid Skin Gel UV SPF 50+ PA+ for the face and body. Honestly, this was a weak moment for me because I normally never do this. But I was in the hunt to try new SPFs. I wanted to try a different texture than the ones I've been using. I like the idea of trying a gel, so I'd been on the hunt for new gel K-Beauty SPFs, and I saw this in a thumbnail of fave skincare of the month. And two mistakes. One, the person whose thumbnail this in did not have my skin tone. Should have clocked that. Second, I never buy skincare based off of thumbnails because you need to watch the video. You need to read the reviews. I did none of those things. I was cool, really pretty packaging, gel, can't have a white cast, it's gel, great. I was wrong, y'all. I was wrong. This actually does have a really nice consistency. And when I just rubbed into my hands, it looks invisible. Isn't that so nice? When I put an accurate amount of SPF of this, it's not a crazy white cast. Let me preface this by saying, if I put a little bit, I can get it to be this invisible, genuinely. If I put just a tiny bit, I can get it to be invisible. However, I reapply sunscreen. So we all know that I'm not the person that's putting a pea drop of sunscreen on their face. I'm the person that puts 3 fingers with the sunscreen on their face. So once I had to put an appropriate amount, I was like, oh, I am Violet from Willy Wonka. Oh yikes. Oh, we can't get this back. Oh, darn. It was literally so brutal. So brutal. The thing is, it would fade after an hour, but I always put it on the morning, and I had a morning at work. I have a meeting at 10:30, 11 every morning. And by the time that meeting would start, it would not have faded yet. And so So I would be like purple, and thankfully like my job is mostly camera off, but one time it was camera on and I had to go on camera purple, and then it faded like 30 minutes later, and I was like, it's great under makeup though, great texture, but again, I should have known when the person in the thumbnail denied my skin tone, because that is one of the most important things, because the white cast is thin enough that I think if you were light enough, you would not notice that it has one, but I don't have that. The luxury is not mine. Next up. Okay, so this is the Rice Water Bright Foaming Cleanser. And the reviews online on Styleavana, where I got it, people love it. They're like, it's so good, I love this cleanser. The reviews on like YouTube are like, this cleanser is garbage. Which one is true? I really don't know. Okay, I had to literally borrow my roommate's memory card, but we're back. Where was I? I believe I was roasting this. Okay, so like in the reviews at Styleavana, everyone loved this. Online, like in YouTube space, everyone hated it. And I was like, maybe I should have watched their videos before I bought it. And I think it actually wasn't even like the bigger issue actually wasn't this. Like this was like, it dried my skin out and it wasn't that great. Like, but it wasn't like the worst cleanser ever. It was just all right. But it has a cousin, which was a rice water bright lights cleansing oil, and I don't have that anymore. I don't know how I got rid of it. I wouldn't be surprised if I burnt it, but that's gone. That cleansing oil was easy. I bought the duo, the worst product I think I've ever touched my face with, straight up. Somehow the rest of the products I'm going to talk to bothered me more, but that product like was the worst cleansing oil. It burned, not even stung my eyes, burnt it. And I've used cleansing oils in micellars or whatever that kind of sting my eyes. I get over it, it's fine. What the hell? And the smell, like, this smell smells like baby. It smells like baby butts, like baby powder. That smell was atrocious. I don't know how. I'll like insert like an image of it here. Don't ever spend your money on that. Don't. I don't know how we got there. I wanted a really cheap, that's the thing, is I wanted a really cheap cleansing oil, and so I was in the mood to search through and see what I could find. Hada Labo. Use the Hada Labo. If you are not trying to spend more than $10 in cleansing oil, 10, 12, Hada Labo. Do not waste your time on the Face Shop Rice Water Bright. No. The foaming cleanser is not that bad. It just dried me out and I'm oily skin, so take that what you will. Next, this is like, I bought it to use as skincare, so I'm putting it in here, but it also advertised itself as makeup. So this is the Pure Miracle Mist Hydrating Spray. It advertised itself as both skincare and makeup. I bought it to use it as like a mist toner kind of thing because I did not think I was gonna sun my face with this. And I was right. So the fragrance one was like very like citrusy and it like stung me. And again, I don't have that whole like I'm not allergic to fragrance. Like fragrances don't normally bother me. So when fragrances bother me, I'm like, like I get anxious because I'm like, ooh, I don't have sensitive skin in the slightest. And it didn't even like irritate my skin as much as it was like I would choke on the smell of it. And then this spray, for something that's a mist, this came out like like it would like slap me in the face. Like there was nothing mist about it. And it, in terms of hydrating ability, very little. It was just kind of like orange water. And I got it at a really, really, really discounted price. So I was like, you know, fine, it's fine. I will use it all. But I think 95% of this bottle was sprayed on like my neck, my like chest, like my legs. Like I was like hydrating my feet with this. Like I wanted to use it, but 95% of it was not used on my face. But I did get it at a discounted price, so I'm less annoyed at it for that reason. But I think if I paid full price, I personally don't know what benefit. Maybe it works better for other people, but it didn't work as a setting spray, and it definitely did not work as a toner or any sort of hydrating mist. I think also my standards for like hydration products are high. Like it's high. So maybe that's why. Speaking of hydrating products, this product this is the Age 20s Blooming Flower Essence. I should have known that it was not gonna work for me when it was called Blooming Flower Essence. I don't know, I still bought it anyways. It was so cheap. It was on 𝒬𝒏. And 𝒬𝒏 is where I go to get like my quote unquote Etch-a-Sketch Korean skincare, where it's like, it's gonna be really affordable, but it's gonna be from brands that I'm like, who are you? What is in this? Like, that's where I get my stuff. That's what always ends up happening when I'm on 𝒬𝒏. And that's what happened here. I was like, ooh, pretty packaging. At the time, my inability to hold something in my hand is astounding. It's astounding. Anyways, at the time, I was like, I just need an essence. My hydration levels were all over the place. Like, I was just so dehydrated at this time. And I think part of it was like, I was super stressed. It was right at the beginning of the panorama. I was like super duper 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 stressed. So I was like, let me use both an essence and toner, because at the time I was just using a toner. I put this on, it absorbed, and I immediately wished it didn't. I was like, what? Like, what? Like, my skin immediately was like, no, I don't like that. Like, instantly. Thankfully, it never really broke me out, but it always left me with this slight like feeling. And I'm somebody who finishes a bottle, so like I kind of like made it work, because at the time too, I have a very mixed feeling about 𝒬𝒏. Like, whereas YesStyle is my boo, 𝒬𝒏 is like my side chick that I kind of wish would delete my number. Like, sometimes I have a really good experience with 𝒬𝒏, other times I'm like, I could call the police on you today. And this was one of those moments where I was like, we can post up tonight, 𝒬𝒏. We can post up tonight. They had delayed the shipping of my toner, like this haul I did. So I had no toners, I had nothing. My skin was dehydrated AF. And I was really stressed and my skin was going haywire. But I happened to have this from a different 𝒬𝒏 haul, and I was like, fine. And so I pushed through and I kept using it on my face. And like I said, it never really broke me out, but it kept me afloat. Like, I think of it as like the most mediocre life jacket I could have had. It kept my skin afloat until, quite frankly, my James Welsh like Wish Trend box came in, and then all the products in there saved me, because this was like no words. But it was really great on my body. Like, I use this now to like hydrate my body, and then I put lotion on over it. Supple. Last but certainly not least, because, you know, like I always say, like, I have to empty out a product, and the process of emptying out this product felt like torture. Like, it really did. This is a Pew Naked Peeling Cleansing Balm. First of all, it's so itty bitty. It's itty bitty. Should have been a warning sign there. But second of all, sometimes I'm convinced like I don't read. Like, sometimes I get, and it's always 𝒬𝒏 that does this to me. Why is this video turning into a 𝒬𝒏 bash haul? It's really not meant to be. I do enjoy 𝒬𝒏 products, but like a side chick, sometimes you want them to go away. This thing, I was like in the hunt for more affordable cleansing balm, because the cleansing balms at that time, I was like really broke, like really broke. Like, I'm really broke now, but at that point it was like pennies, scraping pennies. So I was like, I'm really not, like, I need to take this makeup off. And so I saw this at $10. I said, great. I did not read the peeling. I did not read it, and I should have. I think this was end up being like $12 altogether. Let me see if there's a little bit of this monstrosity left in here, like the tiniest bit. I'm gonna demonstrate what the heck this does. So you put this on your hand, Now, do you see that? Do you see how that's like bunching? It's like I put such a little, okay, you can barely see that, but like all those bunches, and it like bunches up, right? And it like flakes. Imagine that on like a full face scale. It bunches. The smell. It smells like a chemical warehouse. Now this on a full scale, it bunched up, it flaked off. It was grody. Like legitimately, like really upsetting. Like this was not like, the chunks would flake into my eyeballs. And I would have chunks of this cleansing balm inside my eyeballs. And I would try to be scraping it out and it would not come out. And I was like, this is how I die. I die drowned in a 𝒃𝒊𝒏𝒈 Naked Cleansing Balm. Like, bro, sometimes you can't be cheap. And this is coming from a cheap hoe. You can't be cheap because this, like I saved money, but I lost a piece of my soul. It was so bad. Like anytime I told myself, I was like, girl, you spend the money, you will use this product. And you know, it wasn't breaking me out. And the thing, unfortunately, is it's a cleansing balm. It takes off makeup. Like I'm not putting this on my feet. Like when I use makeup, like skincare on other parts of my body, like I still have to kind of convince myself it's gonna potentially help there where the skin is more durable. You know what I mean? Like I'm not using this on my knees, but honestly, with the way it was working, maybe it would have been better suited on my knees. It was also meant to be like an physical exfoliant. I hate physical exfoliants. It's like a gommage meets a cleansing balm. None of it should have happened. None of it. All of it was upsetting. All of it. So, like, I don't have the words for how upsetting. I really don't have the words for how upsetting that whole thing was. But all I can say is like, I will never, ever. I don't even know if I'm willing to look at the rest of this brand. That's how upsetting this product was for me. And in the grand scheme of things and how much skincare I bought in 2020, especially because I felt like, honestly, truly, if I'm being honest, I bought even more skincare in 2020 because of this panorama than I would have, because I was sad and I was spending hours a day doing skincare because I was like, let me invest in skincare. Invest money that I don't think I have or had or whatever. And so that's why sometimes I feel a little bit more bitter about the bad products, because I try so actively to avoid them. I hate having products that don't work for me. I do, because I bought them. But it's okay, because now you can watch this and know not to buy them. I will say, I think brand-wise, the Face Shop, I've heard okay reviews about some of their other things. I've only ever experienced those two products, this and the cleansing oil, but I can't speak to the whole brand. I have seen some like people like a few Face Shop things. 4th Wave Beauty is just a standard like wannabe brand. Like their packaging is cute. They want to come off more fancy than they are, but the product itself is formulated pretty basic. Like 𝒃𝒊𝒏𝒈, I'm scared. I'm sorry. If anybody has ever tried anything from 𝒃𝒊𝒏𝒈 and likes it, please let me know, because I'm literally terrified to touch this brand ever again. Pure. I don't want to like judge a brand off of this. Like I've had hits or misses with them as a brand. I haven't tried any of the other skincare, but like one of my best friends swears I like their eye cream or something. So age 20s, like I've heard nothing. And the only place I've ever seen this brand is 𝒕𝒠𝒠. So, and then the girls talk about this SPF. So I really want to know, like, maybe it's just, well, I know why. Those girls are talking about it and I'm not. And so that is my review of 𝒉𝒐𝒆 2020, courtesy of my bank account. It always hurts a little bit more when you pay for it, and more importantly, when you pay for it in the middle of a Panama Canal. So hopefully the goal is 2021, we can just have best ofs and mediocre. Worst ofs is really upsetting for me. Worst ofs is very upsetting to me and my homegirls, because me and my homegirls we not built like that, not yet. God has that coming for us in the future, but not right now. So, you know, we gotta chill out. If you enjoyed this video and like to see more of my opinions on random skincare and random life things and makeup and whatever's floating on in my head at any given moment, you should like and subscribe, hit the notification bell below. Everything they tell you to do on YouTube, you could do that here too. You know, it's a free country, live life, do your best. Okay, I gotta go now. Bye.